Roger Busby here, and it's been a while since we've gone ahead and uploaded any actual video content. Since then, we've gone from just being home roasters to actual commercial roasters. Shameless self right there. Mainly coffee. We deal only in specialty coffees, roasted to order, small batches. Um, you can go to mainlycoffee.com. So there it is. Uh, in the meantime, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at the Capresso and Infinity and the Bodum Bistro. Now we've been using that Capresso Infinity now for a little over a year, and we absolutely love it. And a friend of ours requested that we go ahead and we pick up another grinder that we wanted to review anyway, and for use in a vacation property. And so we went ahead and we decided we wanted to try the Bodum Bistro. You know, it looked pretty interesting, and so size wise, they're pretty comparative. I have to say though, the Capresso Infinity, on more than one occasion, we have not realized that that's there once you like, especially when it's freshly cleaned, and have poured beans right onto the top, not realizing it wasn't open. This one clearly not going to be an issue. Another cool thing though, like on the inside, they actually give you a little thing like what the grind needs to, what your grind level is versus the amount of coffee you're making, how many seconds to set your thing. Which, the Capresso we just got used to. We know roughly where to put it now, but there's no guideline for it. Sound-wise, they're pretty close. The Capresso is slightly less loud. The Bodum, it's nice though because the ground chamber is glass, and so static is less of an issue, especially if you grind a few times back to back. Static really builds up in the Capresso and it becomes a bit of an issue. Cleaning wise, they're both pretty easy to disassemble and deal with. It's nice though, like this doesn't have a power button. You just turn it on. This one, you set your timer and then don't turn it on, you're not going to get anything. Speaking of, also you're going to set your timer and then push the button to make it go. Few extra steps, pretty unnecessary in my opinion, but how do they grind? Because like that's what everybody wants to know. Well, you can take a look at the number of cups. Each one of these cups represents one setting on the grinder, and you can see right off the bat that the Capresso has way more settings than the Bistro. And we go ahead and we look at the Bistro, like that's pretty coarse. Actually, that's incredibly coarse and not terribly even, really, overall. And when it comes to the finest setting, which they're saying is for espresso, and you might be able to get a decent pull out of that, but you really don't have much control. And so when it comes to your grind levels, it's really quite different. Now, here's the Capresso, and this is its coarsest grind, and it's not nearly as coarse. We find this particular level works fantastic in our French press, but it is quite a bit more even than the Bistro is. And then when it gets right down to it, when you get to the fine, this is what we found is that the little home espresso machine that we use, and it's nothing fancy. We can't even use these finest grinds in it, honestly, because most coffee won't even pour through it. But I mean, you get an idea. Like it's pretty fine. If you need it that fine, it works great. Now we make coffee rubs, and for coffee rubs, the Capresso does a really nice job of getting you a nice fine grind, so that you don't feel like you're chewing on coffee grounds. I hate those pre-made coffee rubs that make you feel like you're chewing on something that just came out of your bun. But anyway, that's it in a nutshell. We definitely prefer that Capresso. But if you're looking for just a basic unit, and you can get one of these on eBay pretty inexpensively used. We paid, I think, $40 for this, shipping included. For a basic unit, it's not bad. If you're going to use it a lot. This is going to be in a vacation home. It's going to get used, a few times a year, but not every day. If you're looking for an everyday grinder, you definitely want to go with the Capresso. So anyway, that's our opinion on the matter.